This was the first time the black man had ever tried fried chicken. Curious, he asked the driver, "Where am I supposed to throw these bones?" The driver rolled down the window.
We do this.
The man copied what he did and tossed the bones out the window. While they were waiting at a traffic light, a couple looked at them with disgust. A white man working as a driver for a black man. But Tony didn't seem to care at all. Yet Tony himself had once been racist. Two black repairmen had once come to his house. His wife warmly offered them glasses of water. But as soon as they left, Tony threw the glasses straight into the trash. Not long afterward, Tony was fired because of a mistake at work, and his family completely lost its source of income. With no other choice, he entered an eating contest. His opponent ate 24 hot dogs, and Tony felt the pressure immediately. When his wife found out, she was furious. But after learning that Tony had won the contest and the prize money, her anger quickly turned into happiness. Still, Tony knew very well that the money wouldn't last long. Until one day, a friend told him about a new job. A pianist was looking for a driver. Tony was excited when he heard the news, until he discovered that the employer was black. The pianist was planning a concert tour through the South, a place where racial prejudice was especially severe. What he needed was far more than just a driver. The pianist said to Tony, "You seem like a very capable man. I've heard your name from others. You're good at handling trouble." Tony spent the entire night thinking about it. The next day, he decided to take the job. Before they left, the butler handed him a copy of Times the Green Book. The book listed hotels along the route that welcomed black travelers. Without it, traveling was nearly impossible for black people in those days. After the journey began, Dr. Shirley gave Tony two conditions. First, every performance had to be played on a Steinway piano. Second, a bottle of whiskey had to be prepared every night. When they arrived at their first stop, Dr. Shirley reminded Tony to watch what he said, because the audience would be made up entirely of upper-class people. Tony hated those kinds of rules. As soon as the performance began, Dr. Shirley's incredible playing captivated the entire crowd. Even Tony was deeply moved. However, after the concert ended, Dr. Shirley discovered that Tony had gone off to gamble. Angrily, he told him, "If you need money, you can just come to me." Tony replied, "The only money that means anything is money I win myself." Dr. Shirley asked, "And what if you lose?"
They didn't have a choice whether to be inside or out. You did.
Tony was left speechless. That night, Tony wrote a letter to his wife. In the letter, he mentioned Dr. Shirley. As he watched Dr. Shirley perform, he realized that the pianist seemed to forget the color of his own skin. He was a true genius. Yet for some reason, he always seemed deeply lonely. Early the next morning, they headed to the next venue. When Tony went to inspect the stage, he found a worn-out piano covered with trash. He confronted the staff. "Where's the Steinway you promised?" One of them responded with a mocking smile.
Who you think you're talking to, greaseball?
Tony was furious and slapped the man across the face. In the end, Dr. Shirley received the respect he deserved. Tony stood quietly in the corner, proudly watching Dr. Shirley shine beneath the lights.